Welcome back to this special edition of the Tamron Hall Show, Uvalde Back to School. Still with me is Nicole Ogburn, a fourth grade teacher who was at Robb Elementary the day of the shooting. Nicole has decided to return to her love of teaching in Uvalde. She is also a mother of 2 children who will be attending the high school here. And with us is Tina Quintanilla-Taylor, a mother of 2 children. One will likely not be returning back to the schools in person here. Thank you both for being here. I have 2 moms, and between you, 4 children, and you have to decide on that day if they can walk through those doors, or if you can let them walk through those doors. I know, Tina, you are still not sure at this point. Winston is 6.
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you feel at this point?
For him, right now, I don't know what to do. He has to receive speech and occupational therapy services. The hospital does offer those. It's $100 a service. And then if I decide to put him in private school, you know, that's another $400 a month.
And private school doesn't mean safe. What
No.
we know is this conversation for many parents is, do I keep you at home or do I let you go to school outside the home? And there are parents all around this town who are asking themselves, and will ask themselves that until that morning.
It's hard to make these decisions. It feels as if we're in a situation, and this situation we cannot comprehend, therefore we cannot pass that along to our children. So we just have to listen to what they want, and that's so hard.
Maylee was at Robb Elementary that day in the parking lot with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she going back to school? We know not Robb. That school will be demolished. Will she go back to one of the 7 schools that they are now assigning children?
So ultimately it's her decision, and so I have to respect whatever she feels safe with. And so she's in K-12 right now. It's an online schooling system equivalent to the Texas school system. It's hard. It takes a lot of discipline for her to do.
So she's online at home.
Online at home.
And that was her choice.
And that was her choice. And I've asked her, when would you feel safe, you know, returning back to school? And she said she didn't know. She didn't know when she would feel safe. So with that, I have to respect her feelings and just, you know, roll with the punches.
In respecting her feelings, do you deep inside have an opinion of what she should do?
I think that's the biggest problem as adults, is that we have too many opinions on what these children should do. Instead, we should allow them to flourish and just support them. So, you know, I'm trying to make a change. I'm trying to make a difference, and the best way that we can do that is listening to our children and to our support staff. You know, but the situation is that she misses her friends.
Yeah. And that's the part of what you were saying to me, Nicole, about your girls. Trinity and Faith, you have a freshman and a senior. That's supposed to be this fun, exciting time. And all these milestones they deserve to experience.
My oldest daughter and my youngest both have so many friends at school. And my oldest daughter asked me a few weeks ago, Mom, can I go virtual? But I told her, I said, I just really don't want you to lose out on that. And then I don't want her to lose out on that, the experiences you have as a senior. You know, the first day of school, the pep rallies, the fun stuff that goes along with being the upperclassman at the school.
That they're still trying to do. You just had the football game.
Yes,
the
we
big
had
football game.
The big football game last night. And that's one of my traditions with my children, is since they were little, like literally babies, like just a few months old, you know, going to the football games. So I don't want them to miss out on those exciting times.
Welcome back to a special edition of Tamron Hall, Uvalde Back to School. Still with me is Nicole Ogburn, fourth grade teacher who was inside Robb Elementary the day of the shooting and who has decided to go back into the classroom here in Uvalde. Also with me is Tina Quintanilla-Taylor, a mother of 2 students in the school district, one child not returning, the other uncertain. I read somewhere around $4 million has been spent to try to make the school secure. But what we know is no amount of money can erase fear and PTSD. Mm-hmm. And that's what the children have been saying.
You know, I see my children, like, door shuts loud and they're just looking over their corner, like over their shoulder. Do you have that feeling? Do you ever just...
If it's something that's not expected, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And those are the things that worry so many in the return. But at some point, most of the children will return. You are a product of Robb Elementary, but you are also part of what happened that day, the last day of Robb Elementary.
Yes.
There's no light switch where this all goes away.
It's something we're going to have to live with the rest of our lives.
It's embedded. It's embedded now. So I have the chills speaking with you. You know, I went off to college and then I moved to Austin, and everyone I met knew Uvalde as just the most peaceful, beautiful place. Like, we go there for Memorial Day, we go there for Labor Day, we go there for Easter, we go there. People from Houston, Dallas.
The beautiful clear water.
Yes.
To wrap. Yes.
Yes, and so people from all over come here. And it's sad because now we placed a different landmark here, and this is nothing that any of us asked for. And so how do you pick up and move on from here? And so it's hard for you to deconstruct yourself as an adult, and then you think about a child and how do they begin to deconstruct what happened.
What do you want people, the world, to know about Uvalde, especially now?
You know, Rogelio Torres, one of the students that my daughter was very close with, he had a shirt that said "Difference Maker." It's painted on his mural, and I believe that they are going to be the difference makers for the rest of the United States. And so with that message, I want to share that we are going to be strong and we are going to make changes, and we're going to try to protect everybody that we can protect, and just let them know that, you know, she mentioned fear. This is why we lost 21 angels, is because they feared not. And so therefore they were raised into heaven. The day after this event happened, it rained so hard. We hadn't had rain in forever. It was like angels were crying, like they were rejoicing in heaven. And we had been through such a drought, and that night it rained. Do you remember?
I do remember that.
It rained so hard.
Because I didn't sleep that night, and it rained very hard. And it was just like a symbolism that everything is going to be okay.
And Nicole, I know you had a lot of survivor's guilt in the beginning, and walking around was hard, and everyone's eyes were down. What do you want people to know about the community today, in this short span of time, but where you are today?
I want people to know that we are a strong community. We're a small community, and that we need to come together in order to get through this.
Thank you.
You're
You're beautiful. Thank you, my darling.
so much.
I'll be thinking about you.